Hey guys, hope everybody is doing well. And this is my first video in a series on Friendfeed. And basically, what I'm going to show you here is getting an account, basic setup, and then some of the basic features on Friendfeed. And then in the next video, I'm going to get into some of the more advanced tools and functionality that Friendfeed has to offer. I mean, really awesome stuff. This is content you really need to understand because it's going to help differentiate you and really simplify your life. So stay tuned. So to set up a Friendfeed account, it's very simple. You just go to friendfeed.com, and they've really made the account setup process even simpler lately. Specifically, they have included the functionality to use your Facebook credentials, your Google Connect credentials, or your Twitter account information to create an account very quickly. So I've already done this, but in your case, you just want to click on one of those buttons if you have one of those accounts, and you'll essentially set up an account within about 20 seconds. Now, if you don't have that, that's fine. Just you can do a sign up using the traditional form. Just put in your name, username, password, and email. All of that you can change later if you need to, but go ahead and do that, and that takes about 3 minutes through email verification to get you set up. So once you have an account, you then want to sign in, and then you will get to the Friendfeed homepage. And if you click over to the right on your username, that'll take you to your individual user web page or your account home. And so the address there is basically friendfeed.com/your username. So it's very intuitive, it's easy to remember, and it's easy to share with other people. And so on this page, under your username, you'll also see here that there's an icon called Add and Edit. And your screen is blank right now for a very good reason, and that is because you haven't added any RSS feeds to populate your Friendfeed account. And basically, as I mentioned earlier, Friendfeed is really a clearinghouse for all the activity you're doing online in places such as Flickr, YouTube, Twitter, your blog, Google Reader, Dig, Delicious, you name it. Anywhere that you're posting RSS enabled information, Friendfeed can essentially pull that information into one single place. And there's a lot of benefits that come from that, which we will go through here. But to get started, we want to add some of those accounts to Friendfeed so that we can illustrate exactly what's possible. So click on the Add Edit button. You'll get a list of some of the common services that they've set up. If you click on View All 58 Services, you'll see the laundry list of services that are available that you can connect with, such as the ones I mentioned already, your blog, Delicious, Stumble Upon, Dig, Google Reader, and so on and so forth. If for some reason one of the sites that you are trying to connect with Friendfeed isn't listed here, don't worry. Under Miscellaneous, there is a custom RSS option where you can put in the RSS address from any site, really. But in this case, we're going to start off, we're going to set up Twitter. So basically, all the Twitter activity will be imported automatically into Friendfeed. So right in the middle here, you can see Twitter. And when you click on that, it asks for your Twitter username. And you can put that in there. And then just click on Import Twitter. And I've already done that. And once you do that, you can see under My Services, it has your Twitter ID listed there. Now I've also set up Google Reader because I use Google Reader quite a bit to identify pertinent information, trends, and activity within several niches. And so I've linked my Google Reader account to import that information from my shared URL on Google Reader into Friendfeed. And you'll probably want to do the same thing. So go back and watch the Google Reader videos so you're up to speed on what that's all about. Now, depending on what services you're using, import the ones that make sense for your business or your niche. I wouldn't go overboard and just start importing all of your activity, because you may have separate niches that you're tracking or separate markets that you're speaking to, and so you just want to start slowly in terms of setting up all these accounts. You don't want to necessarily, I mean, it's up to you, but you might not want to mix your personal activity on the web with your business activity. I mean, you wouldn't maybe you wouldn't want to import Flickr photos of your kids with Flickr photos of maybe some of the real estate activity you're doing, or I'm sure you can come up with an example, but and I think you understand, but just try to start slowly and pick a few so you can get a feel for how this really works. So once you have some services populated, now when you go back to your page, back to your account page, it may take 10 minutes or so for it to begin to populate, but you'll start to see that activity filtering into Friendfeed. So for example, here my first 2 posts are from some Google Reader activity I did in my previous video on Google Reader, and then one of my recent comments on Twitter is also posted here, where I said that I was setting up Friendfeed for a new video shoot tutorial. So I just did that 27 minutes ago, and here it is. It actually took about 7 minutes to come in. But so this is where Friendfeed starts to get interesting, because other people on Friendfeed can see this, and they can find me using some of the search functionality within Friendfeed and engage me in some conversation, much like Twitter and some other services, but it becomes pretty powerful. And in our next video, I'll show you how that works and how you can start to engage with people. And then I'll also get into more details about how you can link all of this back to Twitter and create a process that is very streamlined and will save you literally hours a day. That's how it is in my case anyway. So tune back for more, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.